Hello, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scorbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. So we're doing the taroscopes for the sign of Scorpio for the month of February 2023. That's Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. Astrologically, Mars, one of your co-ruling planets, is still in Gemini, as it has been since I think the end of August, but it's finally moving direct now, so things are starting to feel more comfortable for you. Although Mars in Gemini is not your favorite place for Mars. Mars in Scorpio is your favorite place for Mars, or maybe Mars in Capricorn, or maybe Mars in Aries. Although Mars in Aries, not enough control really for Mars, for you Scorpios. But just the idea that you're moving forward is good. And of course, Pluto is also moving forward, moving through the last few degrees of Capricorn on its way to Aquarius for the first time in 250 years. So, yeah, that's a big deal. It's not going to be there for long, only a couple of months, then it moves back into Capricorn, where it's been since 2008, but certainly big changes on the horizon for all of us. And, Scorpios are a sign of transformation. So you guys are pretty used to change at this point. I'm going to use one of my favorite decks that I use for Scorpio, and that is the Witch's Tarot. This is the one base. I think the woman's name, her last name is Cannon, and I think her first name is, I want to say Eileen. You can't get this deck anymore. They don't make it. You can only get used ones now, and this one's very well used. So, but different kind of artwork, and very connected to the Kabbalah. This is a Kabbalah tarot. All right. So, what is in store besides the astrological stuff for Scorpio for the month of February? Let's see what the cards have to say. One more good shuffle. Oops, there we go. All right, cut to pads. Boop, 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 boop. And we have, we have the Prince of Swords. You are on the move. You are on the move, and you are a person of action. So you're on the road right now. Well, what does that mean? It means you're moving. It means you're moving forward. It means you're moving forward on your inspirations. Let's see what challenges that. Yeah, you still have some emotional baggage that you need to release. Of course, Scorpio is the sign of the South Node right now. So, and Scorpio is a sign associated with sort of digging through the muck, muck to allow the water to flow, So the actions that you take either need to be actions to help you release some of that pent up emotional, marshy, kind of like stinky, um, I grew up in New Jersey, in northeastern New Jersey, which is very marshy. There's a lot of like marshes actually, and there's this smell that when the tide goes down, like it's quite smelly. But it's all that decomposing matter, and what these cards are saying is that you need to free that up, and let the water flow, let the feelings flow, let the emotions flow. Let's see what's at the root here. Oh, of course, what else would be at the root? Our choices around love. So it comes down to, your choices around love. I don't know how else plainer to say it. So in the past, we have the High Priestess. So something has come to your attention. Something has been revealed. Something has been revealed in the past. Let's see what's in the sky. This is Bear District. This card is about getting paid for the work that you do, getting paid for the work that you do. And a lot of people want to pay you because you're very good at what you do. All right, let's see what's in the immediate future. The Wheel of Fortune. So change, 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 change. Wow. So if you are feeling at the bottom of the heap, you're on your way up. If you feel on the top of the world, you need to realize that you can't stay there forever and that you may be on your way down. But certainly there is a change. And the key to change with this card, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which almost feels like fate is like going like, and then you, whatever falls on, this is what you get, right? Chance. But there is a pattern to it. So it's not just chance that it happens, and you're what do you call a fate, a victim of fate. There's always something connected to that, and then there's always the opportunity to find yourself back up on top. So it's the cyclical energy that the cards are reminding you of as you move through this month. How people see you, this is the Sun. They see you as warm, generous, open, revelatory, right? You see things in people that they may not want to see in themselves, but when you tell them, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, right. How often does that happen to you, Scorpio? Oh, domestic situation, we have love, the Ace of Cups. One of the other readings had this in the domestic situation. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Yeah, you do 12 of them, you can't remember them all. But this is a nice card to have. This is a really nice card to have in the domestic situation. So a lot of happiness. Hopes and fears. Well, I don't think this is anybody's hope, but this is that, sort of being at the bottom of the barrel. You know what it feels like to be there. So it's not like you're just imagining that that's a possibility. You've been there, done that. You don't necessarily have to do it again. It's certainly not a hope, but it's probably a fear. And then we have as the outcome, we have the horned one. Now, there's a lot of meanings to this. In this deck, the horned one is Chronos, the lord of the forest. He is virile, he is fertile, he is the male sort of penetrating energy to the feminine receptive energy. And so there can be some manipulation with sexuality here, or there can just be flat out pleasure with no manipulation. Isn't that nice? Although, Scorpio always likes to have something to fall back on, right? Not complete release or let go, perhaps, but this can also be addiction. So if that's an issue for you, you may be on the road to changing that for yourself, right? With these cards is very much when you look at these cards as a whole, this could very well be the picture. And again, it's all based on the choices that you make. Let's see what's underneath it. Death, which is your card, actually. Death. So transformation, or maybe you lost somebody. Maybe you just lost somebody to something that you don't want to find yourself in the same place. We have the Queen of Pentacles taking the first step to stabilization. And then we have the Emperor. This is dominion over your life. So I think you realize that, time, time is fleeting. But in order to have dominion over your life, you need to take that first step. And perhaps it's time for a change. Perhaps it's time to take your power back from an addiction. Maybe not use sex as a tool for control, if that's your thing. But this can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different Scorpios. But what I would say is that you have come to the realization that a lot of what has happened in your life has been a choice on some level. But with the Ace of Cups in the domestic situation, the promise for happiness is there if you can face your demons. All right. And you can clear the way and let the emotions flow, because when they get pent up, that builds resentment and that builds stink. And we don't need no more stinkies, right? Let the water flow. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. You can check out my other stuff on my channel, Victoria Skirbo. I do daily astrology in the morning, walk through the garden, or what the garden looks like in the winter anyway. In the spring and summer and fall, it's gorgeous. So this is that time when you really have to like enjoy the structure of things and the interconnectedness of things when everything is stripped bare. Or you could check out my monthly Astro Kabbalah readings and weekly astrology. And you can also become a Patreon if you would like. All the links are below. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you again next month for your Taroscope for the sign of Scorpio for March, when your ruling planet shifts into Aquarius. Woo, woo. All right, see you soon, babe. Take care, everyone. Namaste. Shine your light.